Вітання, вельмишановному панству! Сьогодні буде трохи незвичний формат відео, це буде інтерв'ю з філіппінським кадетом. Інтерв'ю відбувається англійською, але з українськими субтитрами. Переклад не дослівний, не слово в слово, а скоріше змістовний, щоб був зрозумілий зміст сказаного. Зразу скажу, що кадет дуже хвилювався, тому початок відео вийшов трохи скомканий. Це досить дисклеймерів, почнімо. So, good day, Mr. Caramello.
Good day, Captain.
Good day. So today we make interview with you, just a short about your cadetship here on the ship, about your, let's say, experience which you get on board, and let's say about your impressions generally of a Filipino seafarer on the ship.
Okay.
That's nothing special. Just for the viewers, introduce that is our cadet, let's say a person who is a B but serving as a cadet and assistant to the captain on the bridge of the ship, and plans to become an officer.
Yes. Okay.
So, Mr. Caramello,
Yes, sir.
can you introduce yourself and tell us why you want to become an officer, a cadet?
So, good day. My name is Nico Caramello. I'm from Philippines. And for becoming an officer, I'm eager to want, because first of all, this higher salary for becoming an officer, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean this.
But generally, for example, why did you decide to become a seaman, not any other jobs?
I've decided to become a seaman, sir, because in the Philippines, it's one of the profession that's have higher salary in the Philippines. That's why it's complicated to choose other.
You want to say that there is no choice?
I have a choice, but it's much easier to become a seafarer in the Philippines compared to other professions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But let's say, who inspired you, or you were inspired by yourself? Maybe your parents told you something.
I think one of the one who inspired me to become a seafarer is maybe some of my relatives, sir. Because time to time, I saw them that their life of living is improving time to time as they become
So anybody from your family is
yes,
already a
yes,
seafarer?
yeah, already a seafarer, but not an officer, sir. Because before,
Who?
I didn't know these are rankings on board the ships, sir.
So you didn't know that they exist?
Yes, they exist, the rankings on board the ships.
Okay. Who is in your family a seafarer?
One of my second degree uncle, second degree cousins. Yes.
Okay. Okay, tell us about your study. Where did you study?
So I study in the University of Cebu, where I live, and it's one of the most prestigious maritime school in Philippines.
Okay, but how is the study there? Let's say, is it difficult or?
Yeah, it's difficult because I'm part of the program in University of Cebu, sir, like a scholar.
But what about the, let's say, living there? So you were living in the dormitory and studying, something like that?
Yes, sir. I'm living for around 3 years in a dormitory.
Okay. Was it difficult to stay away from your home or from your relatives, let's say, because as far as I understand, it was first time separation?
Yes, sir. It's first time, but for me, it's like a normal one, sir. Because if I don't stay in the dormitory or study, then I don't have any degree. I will not do it.
Now let's back to you working duties, what you have on board.
Yes.
So you already, how many? Maybe 6 months minimum. You already take a watch here on the navigational bridge.
Yes, sir.
And let's say, what can you say that, what are your main roles, what are your main responsibilities while having a navigational watch?
Becoming a navigational officer, first of all, you need to follow the rules of the road, or call race, what we call it. So to avoid the collision to the other vessel, I think
Do you feel yourself that you are the captain's representative on the bridge?
yes, I feel this one, sir. If, for example, if you let me decide which action I will be taking during this, for example, a close quarter situation to the other vessel, yeah, I think
You feel like you already take
practically,
part.
exactly.
Exactly.
Becoming an officer.
Okay. Can you tell us how you prepare for your watch keeping? What are your, let's say, what do you prepare before?
Yeah,
when you
for
come on the
taking.
watch? What you prepare? You come on the watch.
Okay,
You come
sir.
on the watch. What are main things you have to learn to prepare to start the watch properly?
So for starters, I think you need a good rest before coming your watch. So as an SOP or standard procedure, you will be taking over the watch 15 minutes before your watch duties. So for 15 minutes, for these 15 minutes, you will the other officer will hand over to you which some master's orders or standing orders coming from captain, and then familiarization also for the equipment. So,
The equipment, yeah. What about, let's say, the course, the weather? Let's say you come on the watch, you check the weather, you check the course, you check.
Yes, sir. This one is part of the handover process for the next watch. So, yeah, it's part of the standard procedures. So
Generally, we have a checklist. We
Yes,
have a
yeah.
checklist, handover checklist, which we follow step by step, and after that, we just
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
know how it is done. Then everything is done properly. Just going back to your school days,
Yes.
what was the most difficult topic for you? Subject, yeah.
I think the difficult topic for me is about terrestrial navigation, I think.
Celestial navigation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but can you tell, did you ever experience here any celestial navigation practices on the bridge?
On board, if we are talking about my previous vessel, yeah, we practice, but here on board, we don't practice. Not much practice, sir.
Not much, yeah. The only thing which we take from celestial, that is what?
Compass errors.
Compass errors.
Yes,
we take
sir.
compass errors.
Yes, sir.
That's why just for everybody, for the viewers, that there is no significant importance right now in celestial navigation
Yes, sir.
on the ship. If we need, we can remember that. We can,
Yes,
let's
sir.
say, pick up some books, we can read, and we can start doing that. But that is not very important to do. You already told about the collision regulations, the
Yes,
so-called the rules, which are like a Bible for
For us.
all navigation, for the seafarers. Which are rules mostly important to read first, which are last? Yeah, it's a big book.
Yes,
It's,
sir.
of course, has to be learned by heart.
Yes,
but maybe
sir.
how to start to learn it properly.
Yeah, word by word, need to learn it word by word. So for me, the most important rule for me, all rules are important, sir. More important is
Which you use more.
action to avoid collision, sir.
Yeah.
That's for me, because it's as what we know, we need to avoid other ship so that we didn't lose any property, life at sea, and that's all.
That is true. Action to avoid collision. all the rules which have action to avoid collision, they are most important.
Yes.
Regarding overtaking, I want to stress that it's also very important rule because all the time during overtaking, the collision situation exists and it should not be avoided. Let's say it should not be disregarded.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Так, next thing. Okay, on-board experiences.
Yes.
Let's say come back to your previous days. Yeah,
Yes,
previous
sir.
days when you first come on board the ship. What were your impressions?
My impressions is whoa, it's big because my first assigned vessel is around 160 meters, multi-purpose vessel, and the cargo is overwhelming because we have this lug on board, and then some steel coils on board. Oh, I didn't expect this kind of cargos on board. Because in my mind, I picture out that maybe it's like a normal cargos, like a small box, so small. Yeah, it's overwhelming, sir. And also when my first vessel, we trade in Pacific Ocean. And the weather there is time to time it's not good. Yeah, it's
Yeah, in the Pacific it's not the best
yes.
time. Never. I believe there is never a good time. Can you say about the crew? Let's say how were you met? Because you were a cadet, you were a first timer, and how were you met on board the ship? I mean,
for me it's not that overwhelming for me, sir. Because when I joined together with the ex-crew already, sir. Together with the ex-crew. So, around 5 people were joining to the ship. So, during the dispatch in Manila, so we already meet and okay, I know these people already, so that's why.
so I mean, you were met well. There were no harassment, nothing like that.
No bullies in the.
Oh, okay.
Luckily to have to join together with them because they assisted me very well during my cadetship. The familiarization of the ship, what to do on the ship, what's the job like this.
I see.
Yes.
Good. How do you feel to be away from home for 9 months?
Yeah, for me, sir, I think it's normal because as what I said, I stay on dorm during my college days for around three years. So for me, it's normal for me to be away from home. But being away for 9 months without seeing them is not. Yeah, sometimes I miss them, my family, my colleagues, friends.
Because I believe that's a lot. It's
Yes, sir.
definitely a lot. 9-10 months
Yes, sir.
is a disaster. Okay, maybe you remember any emergency situation on board, actual emergency situation on
Yes.
board.
In my previous vessel, before I joined here, I think we already experienced almost all. We have fire in the engine room.
Wow.
Yes, but it's not totally out
I
of
understand.
control.
Small fire,
Yeah,
yeah,
small
control
fire
fire.
only. And then we have engine breakdown during bad weather. It's very
So total blackout.
yeah,
nothing
total
seen.
blackout. And we're luckily that in less than 12 hours they fixed this problem. And then we have this. I think. What do you mean this?
What do you want to say?
This illegal crew.
Illegal
immigrant,
activities.
The illegal immigrant, like
Oh, stowaways.
stowaways. So I think it's
You
part
can-
of the
Yeah, that you catch stowaways.
Yes, we got stowaways when we sail around Algeria to Spain, Barcelona
Whoa.
to be exact.
Yeah, that happens quite often. That's why I have to be really alert. It's a big headache, you know. That's not an emergency situation. I mean, it's not critical for structural condition of the ship and the life of the crew. Okay, life of the crew is also endangered.
Yes,
sometimes endangered, but it's not that bad. But that's a very big headache for the ship.
Yes, sir.
That's why I have to be avoided as well. Maybe I could place it in the same shelf as fire. How do you handle seasickness and fatigue?
For seasickness, sir, I didn't take any medicine or this one. I think I'm not easily go seasickness motion for me.
You are not feared of that?
Yeah, yes. And for the fatigue, yeah. What can we do? We are here on board to work. So time to time, you will get not enough sleep, around 2 hours sleep like this one. But as long as your mind or your mentality is for the next morning, for the next one, I can get some rest or something like this.
Mm-hmm. So you expect after a hard days of work,
sir.
for example in port, when you're having a day of rest, then
sir.
okay, you feel,
energy.
I'm happy, yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Oh, that's interesting question. What skills do you think are essential for a successful navigation officer?
Skills.
Yeah, like
I think if you call this, I think decision making, sir. Part of decision making is most important. Because if you, for example, if you make a bad decision, then everything is lost, sir.
true. Decision making and let's say to be not afraid to be take responsibility
Yes, sir.
for your decisions, for your actions. That what makes you a navigation officer.
Yes,
That, How do you manage communication and teamwork with multinational crew members?
For communication for this multi-nationality crew, I experienced one of my later years, sir, that I experienced working together with Turkish officer. And some of the Turkish officer, even officer, it's not that fluent in English. Even in speaking or even when understanding, it's very difficult for them. I experienced that one for 9 months. Just a simple word. No need to say it sentence. Only by word, like a mooring, like a heave up or slack. That's all that you needed, sir. As long as they understand this, a simple word, and then it's okay. You can have just a good communication with them. Yes, sir.
So I mean, simple phrases, simple words.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
can do more in multinational
Yes, sir.
crews.
And also have you need to learn also some proper sign language, like when heaving up, when slacking up, this one, and then when you stop, like this. Yeah. It's good to have this.
Also true.
Yeah.
What nations did you work already with?
I worked with Myanmar, Turkish, Russian, and Ukrainian people. Yes.
Which was most difficult? Which was most easy?
For me, everything is like easy for me, sir. Because if you have good attitude, just good attitude, and then good communication, yeah, you can understand them. Just for me myself, there's no nationality that I'm I can confidently say that I can work with them at ease.
Maybe you want to say that everything depends on the people.
Oh, yes, sir.
Exactly. About your future plans, what are your career goals after completing this, let's say, practicing your cadetship?
For my future plans, of course, I want to become an officer, sir. But not high enough, maybe somewhat until operational level or management level like chief officer. And that's all, sir. And then retired for good.
I see, but not heading to the captain's position?
No, I'm not yet confident yet. Maybe more experience as an officer first.
It takes time.
Yes, sir.
It takes time, you can say that. But for you, do you want to continue working as an AB? So you don't have any plans to continue working as an AB?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Because now I'm starting having a family. So I need funds to support my family also, sir. So becoming an officer is a great opportunity too.
Yeah. Probably you find out some misconception about our sea industry, about the life on the ship. Maybe which is the main misconception about that?
I think this people think that life at sea it's very easy. Just standing, just sitting, just eating. No, it's very, very different when you're in our position. Time to time, anytime you need to wake up to do the job. Emergency, for example, for emergency, yeah, everybody will be wake up. Even if you don't have enough sleep, you need to wake up to respond for this emergency.
I believe that there are no weekend often.
Yes.
No often weekend. Should not accept that you will have Saturday, Sunday, go home
Yes.
and have rest. So the biggest misconception is that the life on the ship is easy.
Yes.
It is not.
It's not.
It is not. Okay. Probably, you can have some advice for young people who wants to become a navigational officer. If there is only one advice, what can it be?
I think just be ready. Because what we learned in the university, it's different on board. It's very different, big difference. When you will come on board, you will not be directly becoming a captain already. You will you will start at the bottom. So someone is higher than you already. That's why you need to follow them, learn from them, and then take it by heart what you learned. If somebody is angry with you or you have someone give you advice, take it. You need to take it by heart, sir.
It's not meant to hurt your feelings.
Yes, yes. Sir.
It is for your good.
They're angry because you make a mistake that will cause to further accidents, sir. That's why they're angry with you.
Okay, I think that will be it for today. As you see, it was not difficult. just a small talk, nothing else. You were worrying too much. Not necessary. That is it. Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation. Thank you very much. Так. Now I hope everything Це все, вельмишановне панство. Якщо вам подобається подібний контент, де я розповідаю про море, беру інтерв'ю у членів екіпажу, то, будь ласочка, підписуйтесь на канал, ставте вподобаєчки, і тоді зустрінемося в наступному відео. Бувайте!